I was very much encouraged to apply by my colleagues, both research colleagues and academic colleagues from the Tizard Centre. I wouldn't have naturally have done this myself, but they wanted me to apply. They were very appreciative of my support through the training of a lot of colleagues to move from face-to-face research to online methods of research to capture, store and transcribe data. This obviously was vital following the lockdown last year to keep the research moving forward. Many of the Tizard research interviews have interactions with very vulnerable people, so online safety was very vital for everyone. The university rolled out Office 365 and Microsoft Teams much faster than intended at the start of the pandemic. So this presented a major challenge to all colleagues looking to move everything online. And I was able to help them gain a lot of knowledge in a short time period and get them used to the new facilities, as I supported a lot of online teaching and the research interviews. In addition, the Tizard Centre particularly attracts a very high number of students with disabilities, notably autism. These students need more time, and every student has slightly different needs. Support must be given when they can best utilise it, which does mean being flexible with hours, which I've always been happy to do. This also applies to colleagues with disabilities who we sometimes find mass central training doesn't really suit them. So individual support gets much better results, and it is for a lot of this and hopefully my flexibility for all the colleagues is why they wanted to encourage me to apply for this award. The Tizard Centre is very much at the forefront of research into autism, intellectual disabilities and community care. Research in this area is vital to improve the lives of the most vulnerable people in our communities. I volunteer a lot of my time outside of the university helping people in need through an organisation called Lions Clubs International, where I do work helping people all over the world of various projects. So I take great pleasure knowing that my help at Tizard in particular has allowed this vital research to continue in this very difficult COVID period. Through working with Tizard, I've gained a much better understanding of working with adults who have intellectual and developmental disabilities, allowing me to offer more focused support to colleagues and students and external research groups. I personally always love the saying, the only true reward is how you feel when you help somebody else. And that very much is a tenet of my life. So that's why it's such a pleasure to work through this and see the results. Well, I'm hoping to, again, perhaps become involved in another Tizard project, this time looking at the use of artificial intelligence and how this is comprehended by the people with intellectual disabilities, and how we perhaps can give advice and guidance to how AI can be leveraged to support people, improve their lives. This project, I hope, will be underway fairly shortly. And I'm also part of a working group in Law, Society and Social Justice, looking at moving all our old SharePoint sites for data storage to the new Office 365 SharePoint structure, which will incorporate and linking to Microsoft Teams, which will then build on the work I did last year with Tizard in particular, in how we're storing and recording our research information. So they're the two principal things in the research area for next year.